Hello and welcome. I hope that you can hear me. Welcome to another live. There's quite a few interesting things that we are doing today. I'm going to be talking about why I'm not going back to the United States, and this topic came up on a more recent live, but I didn't expand on it and I didn't break it down. So hello, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you may be watching from. Just so you know, I'm testing something out. So if you guys, if some of you guys are not subscribed or are subscribed, try to subscribe and see. I'm trying to get notifications on the screen, so I'm trying to better the live streams. Please let me know if you're subscribed, maybe unsubscribe and subscribe again. I'm trying to get these update things on the screen. I'm trying to learn how to make the stream a little bit better. Let me see if it'll work. 1 second. Okay, so like something like this. Can you guys see that? Did you guys see that pop up? It is something that I'm trying to incorporate into the lives because they make it a little bit funnier. Those are just things that I'm adding on. And before we get started on this live, those are some of the things that I wanted to mention, that I am trying to make these lives a little bit more enjoyable. I am doing a lot more live streams lately because the way the channel is moving, it feels a lot easier to do live streams with topics, current event topics, and also giving updates on the reality of my life here in Russia, the things that I'm going through. Lives are much easier to do, right? So essentially, I think that this is just the new way for me of making content. And I enjoy it a lot more as well. I don't know, maybe you guys, you can let me know what you guys think, right? I have been having issues with the laptop when I'm streaming of the overheating problem, and I am buying a new PC. It's already on the way from DNS. DNS is an electronic store here in Russia, and yeah, the overheating stuff I guess could be fixed or worked on. So I think, did it pop up again? Because this one just happened. Yeah, so when people subscribe, they get that thing. Oh man. All right, just making sure it came out. So I'm gonna get started by letting you guys know what my status is in Russia. I am still living in Russia under tourism. Although I am married and I am documented in Russia as a married man because I'm married to a citizen here in Russia, well, my legal status is not resident. It's not under a private visa. It's not under a family visa. It's not under anything else. I'm still living in Russia as a tourist. Now, with that being said, the title or the topic of today is I'm not going back to the United States, where I was born and raised and I have full citizenship in. And it's for some people, perhaps in a normal conversation, if you told them, yeah, I don't live in the country where I have citizenship, I live as a tourist in another country, it wouldn't make sense. So that is my status, and I'm working on getting residency, but not anytime soon because I will not be doing the shared values visa. I talked about this a long time ago. I will not opt to accept to get a residency in Russia under shared values. I know perhaps some of you guys want to come to Russia under shared values, but I personally feel that if I'm going to be married to a Russian woman, if I'm going to have Russian kids, that should be my avenue of becoming a resident. I am not running away from anything. I am not choosing to flee a country like a lot of people are coming to Russia for different reasons. I came here for tourism. I fell in love and I'm staying because of that. That is the main point that I'm trying to make, is that I got married here, and essentially because I got married to a Russian, it makes it to where I wouldn't be able to go back to the United States if I wanted to anyways, right? So if you're watching this, if you're thinking about coming to Russia, maybe getting married like I got married, but you want to go back to your country with your wife or your husband, it gets a little bit complicating right now. And honestly, the learning the language, that's not stopping me from getting residency. Um, it's just the fact that I don't, it's not in my plans to do it that way. So we're gonna let people load in, and I'm gonna get to the bulk of the topic here, because I've essentially broke it down to two main reasons why I won't ever live in the United States again. And I say never because I'm pretty confident that I'm very positive that my life, I'm already in my mid 30s. I don't have enough time left to restart my life in the United States. Um, I have my life is more advanced in a country where I am a tourist. You know, it's a little bit discouraging that even if I wanted to, I would have to start from zero again, and I'm not really looking forward to doing that. Hello, welcome, my friends. By the way, again, if you are not subscribed, if you're watching, please do subscribe, and we're doing notifications now on the streams. Hello, Jesus. Welcome to the lives. Welcome to the lives. Another thing I wanted to mention is that members of this channel, you guys get like uh there's a thing like a super chat that you can send once a month or something. I'm not sure. There's a lot of new things for these lives that I'm trying to do to make them more engaging. Young people are very discouraged right now in the United States. Yes, I'm not surprised that they're discouraged, because it's not because I wasn't able to succeed or make a life in the United States that I came to Russia, or rather that I stayed rather. It's just that I moved my life so fast in Russia. The first year that I was here, I had already planned, oh, I can buy land, I could build a house, or I can rent an apartment, I could start having a family. The big problem in the United States is that if you're in your 20s right now or your 30s, you're very discouraged and you're not motivated to have a kids and start a family. In Russia, when you have a child, you are helped by the government. We talked about this. The incentives to have children in Russia is a lot bigger than having them in the United States. So, so Captain Giorgio says, I went to apply for shared values. They told me that I should make another translation of my passport in Moscow. Yes, so if you need any help, Georgios, you already know our Telegram, the Russian Experience. We actually help people for free there, and we also have consultants who charge, but they get your paperwork ready. Admin, if you have a question, just write it out, and if it's a real question, I'll answer it. Daniel Doda says, it's more motivating to start chasing your dreams. Yeah, so when I got to Russia and I realized that there was a lot of potential here, I was motivated more than I was motivated in the United States. And the original comment by someone was that a lot of people are very discouraged. I will say the possibility of retiring in Russia, like if you're in retiring age, it is much better to retire obviously in Russia than it is to retire in a Western country. Eastern Europe in general is cost of living is much lower. I'll give you guys an example right now. I will tell you I have paid. I will tell you how much my cost of living is for the last 2 months. Okay, I've already told you guys. I've already told you guys how much I paid last month, and this month it essentially adds up to the same. Let me see here. So, for my bills, I'm gonna read you guys my bills now. Let me know if you guys can still hear me, by the way. Let me know if the sound is okay. We will be streaming until the live drops again. But I'm going to give you guys right now the most recent cost of living for an average house, an average apartment. The majority of us live in apartments here. So here we go. Hot water, because when you live in an apartment, and this is for the month of February, all right? For February, I paid $10 for hot water, and I paid 50 cents for cold water. I paid $3 for electricity. I paid $10 for internet, and I paid $160 for rent. So if somebody has a calculator, please add these up. Somebody in chat, maybe one of the moderators, can add this up and give us a total. I'm gonna do it again. So last month, for the month of February, I paid $10 for hot water. I paid 50 cents for cold water. I paid $3 for electricity. I paid $10 for internet, and I paid $160 for rent. Okay? So if anybody adds that up, this is going to be a big reason why I'm not moving back to the United States. Okay, so right now we're going over point number one, why I will not be moving back to the United States. You can see $183. This is United States dollars. So my total expenses was $183. And that is everything. That's roof overhead, hot water, right? And it really takes a burden off of your back if you aren't being hassled by the extreme poverty that you get put into where I'm from in California. $183 won't cover the electricity for a month in the United States where I'm from. Okay? So that is crazy. Now, somebody asked, what is that percentage of your income? So I make roughly about $350 to $500, but the donations come in. Obviously, you guys support this channel through the live stream donations, and sometimes you could have really good months up to $800, and I save that money. When I make $800 a month, sometimes through YouTube, what I do is I put it away and I start living, putting the money away and rationing it out. Like, okay, I'll be good for 3 months. And that's just my experience. I know a lot of YouTubers don't like to open up about how much money they make, how they spend it, but I'm giving you guys the reality so you understand the cost of living in Russia is very good, and I will not be moving back to the United States because I don't think it's worth it. It doesn't take a scientist or a mathematician to understand that I rather live humble. I rather live humble on the coast of Lake Baikal than I left so many materials in California, like my classic cars, and being able to drive in next to the beach all the time, cruising through Los Angeles, just enjoying my Western style life. I gave that up. I rather live humbly here. So, and yes, right now I do have money saved in the bank, and I am also getting percentage from that. I told you guys in another live, somebody donated $10,000 to the to our organization where we help people. You know, I make videos helping people, food banks. I help people buy toilets, washing machines, stoves. That's not my money. I have that money in the bank, and it builds interest, and it makes money to fund people's food. So yeah, thank you so much. And there you go. You see the donations now. We have the donations there, and we have that cute spasiba thing. Thank you so much. Actually, that is one thing that I wanted to show you guys, that the donations now show up on the screen. I'm gonna fix it to where it does maybe noises or something else. I'm getting better at handling the live stuff. That's why I am trying to bring you guys a little bit of entertainment. So, entertainment and knowledge. Semper Fi, brother. My mother is from Russia, still in California. All the best. Samuel Anderson, thank you so much, brother. Semper Fidelis. I really feel like people like your family, like if your family is originally Russian and you guys are planning maybe visiting Russia, it's one of the best times to do it. Honestly, it's one of the best times to do it. So I need you guys, again, channel members, if you have the ability to test your message every month, you're able to send these chats. So Michael, if you can, please test out the membership perk where you can send a highlighted message. I don't know, mess around with that stuff. So we're gonna move on to the month of February, guys. Please add up how much I spent in the month of February. I'm gonna give you guys the cost right now. All right, here we go. Hot water cost. This month of hot water was pretty expensive. I don't know why, but I paid $14 for hot water. But on the plus side, I paid $0 for cold water. I think the cold water gauge was broken and they didn't charge me for cold water. Not my problem. It's the problem of the government. They have to fix it, and no problem. So let's go back. I paid $15 for hot water, $0 for cold water. I paid $2 for electricity and $10 for internet. $15 for hot water, $2 for electricity, $10 for internet, and $160 for rent. I'm gonna say it one last time. $15, $2, $10, and $160. Hello, brother. Hello. You guys are here. Thank you so much. I love you guys. The crew is on. Listen, if you guys add that up, we just did my monthly expenses for February. Now, what I wanted to let you guys know is that now that I'm in this new apartment, essentially I have a lot more freedom. I have 2 rooms. We're streaming from right now is I don't know, it's like the streaming room, right? But this year I'm going to be investing in my new plot. Remember, I'm going to be spending money on the foundation of the house. I'm going to be building a lot this year. Unfair Life added it up and it's $177. Thank you so much for doing the math there, my friend. So, please let me know in the comment section. If you're watching, how much do you pay for internet? I already told you I pay $10 a month for internet. I would like to know what country you're watching from and how much you pay. Because I feel that internet has been up, it's cost so much. In Russia, it's very affordable. I feel that the Western countries are really ramping up the prices. My brother in the United States pays at least $100 for internet. It makes no sense. It makes no sense. Why is internet so expensive if it should be almost like a landline by now? We've had the internet for so many years, decades now, right? And if we had it for decades, why are your countries charging so much for something that should be a landline essentially? Absolutely insane. A gigabyte of speed sounds about right for 110. My brother has a gigabyte and I think he pays 110 or 100. Internet costs 40 euro in the Netherlands. a basic plan. 40 euros is pretty expensive. I'm not gonna lie, for the basic, it's pretty expensive, 40 euros. In Oregon, it's 160 internet and cable. That's not bad. If you get the packages, it's not bad. So all of this, I'm summarizing it up for you guys. I don't feel comfortable getting like I don't like overpaying for something that I know shouldn't cost that much. It's not that I'm trying to be super saving all the time. I just don't want to be screwed. Okay? I don't like being screwed. I've already served my government. I've already broke my body for them, and I'm like, no, 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 no. We're not doing this anymore. I'm going to figure my things out, and I just figured out, I feel that in Russia, you don't get screwed as much. And a lot of people say, well, Russians win less money than us. That's why everything is much cheaper. That's not how it works, guys. On average, where I'm from, a Russian will make up to $600 a month, $700 a month. I don't know where people get this $300 or $400 average a month. I don't know any Russian that makes only $400 a month. I'm being honest. I don't know any Russian that just makes, no, sorry, $300. I think that the internet says the average is $300 a month for a Russian. I don't know any Russian that makes $300 a month who's got an education, and education is free to some point. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't add up, guys. Please, channel members, I need somebody to test this message that you guys can send. DK Rawk says, Dan, I just wanted to mention there's a guy named Sam. He is in Sam's Russian Adventure on YouTube. He's a super amazing person just like you. I think you guys will get along great. Yeah, he knows of me and I know of him. I've asked him to collaborate or come on a live and speak with us. Hopefully he does it in the future. Qatar monthly is a 130 euro. Wow, Qatar is expensive. Okay, yeah, what I'm looking for from the channel members right now is I've been looking at other channels and they have their members are allowed to write these tagged messages, and I'm trying to make sure you guys can also send them. So please play around with this. Those people who can do it, play around with the abilities. And no, not the emojis. There's like a super chat. Yeah, but for members, there's a, guys, do a super chat. If you're a member, check out the super chat option and see. Let's see if that works. No. Oh, there. When you become a member now, you have Putin clapping. Tell me if you like that, by the way. And I've adjusted also the ranks. I've also adjusted the ranks on the different times. So thank you so much. I really like that emoji of Vladimir Putin, the president of the maybe one day, the president of the Russian Federation, clapping as you guys are coming in. So let's continue. I'm gonna be popping on the screen. You're gonna see how much I pay, or how long it would take for me to get my wife into the United States. Okay? Now, this for me is the main reason why. Nanny Anderson, thank you so much. Thank you so much, guys. I appreciate it. Spasiba. Thank you so much. Jen Michael, welcome to the community, my friend. So I'm gonna now open the page where it tells you guys exactly why I will not be going back to the United States anytime soon. Here we go. So if you read here, this is the approximate processing time for Form I-130. Approval can take between 10 and 16 months. Therefore, the entire process will take 16 to 27 months. Okay, this is just one way of getting your visas. You're like a spouse into the United States. The reality is, it's going to take way longer because ever since COVID, they always say, we're backed up, we're backed up. So I am not going to wait 1 year to 2 years, guys. 1 to 2 years to get Xenia into the United States. And this is for people who are probably doing the paperwork themselves or they are already in the United States. I am not gonna do that. I am not gonna spend 1 to 2 years of my life. And I'll tell you why I'm not gonna do it. Because, oh, let me bring it 1 second. So, I've told you guys before. Yes, I still have my classic Mustang in my mom's house. I told you guys before, I hold double citizenship. Okay? When I got married in Russia, I was married under this passport, under this citizenship. Officially, I was married in Russia under a Mexican citizenship, all right? And everybody always asked, like a lot of racist people, calling me a traitor, calling me, hey, you're an embarrassment to the Marines and you're an embarrassment to the Americans, you waved the wrong flag. I made it really clear on my wedding video that Mexico would recognize my marriage immediately. As soon as I go back to Mexico, Xenia is going to get residency and Xenia is going to be able to get citizenship within a year or two without doing anything. All right? This is just naturally going to happen. And I won't have to pay a damn thing. Mexico will honor my marriage. So I do not believe that the United States, with all of its power, all of its wealth, cannot make a system for when its people get married just to allow people. And I know a lot of people will get married just to get paperwork. But hey, if you build a great country, you should be able to support all the people and everything, how it works. When you get married, for both of them, you get screened. You get screened for both of them to see if it's a real marriage. It happens here in Russia too. I'll tell you guys, when I was getting married in Russia, I was denied the first time. This is something I've never mentioned, I think, on a live stream, or I've never told people before. I was not allowed to get married in Russia. Before I was, let me rephrase that. They didn't let me get married until they did a background check, okay? And a lot of people might get scared, but I was really happy that I got background checked. I was proud that Russia was doing its due diligence. If they looked through our phones, they looked at our pictures, they asked us everything. So again, why can't the United States figure something out like that? If somebody gets married legally, you should honor that marriage. So I am not going to spend 1 year of my life or 2 years of my life fighting with the United States government so that my wife can go to visit my family. Now, another reason why I will simply not submit is for this. And I know perhaps might not be a lot for some people, but if I were to do, take it easy, Wayne, take it easy, brother. You don't have to spend. Okay, so Unfair Life is asking how long I have to spend in Russia to get residency. Technically, I don't have to spend any time. There's the shared valued visa, and I can just stay here. You have to spend at least 180 days of each year, but there's nothing to it. So, guys, I am not going to pay the application fee of $1,200. $1,200 for what? For what? So that I can keep getting screwed? No, I chose that I will not spend a dime on a country that wants to rip me off. Now, again, I don't bite the hand that feeds me. My mother lives in the United States. My brothers and my sisters live in the United States. They can make their life there. I will not be going back. Now, I want to say that not just because of the legal system and not because they don't honor my marriage, but in recent history, the United States has had very negative relationship against Russia. And I guarantee you my kids will be born in Russia. And I will not support a country that has viewed the bloodline of my kids in such a negative way. Now, and I say that with pride because you don't choose, right? You don't choose what countries to hate. You don't choose who you're going to marry. But governments do choose who they're going to do propaganda on, who they're going to be sanctioning for years. And I simply do not wish to take Ksenia to a country that has hated her people for so long. I don't feel comfortable doing it. And she does not want to go. Ksenia does not want to go to the United States, which is reinforcing my belief that I will not be going back to live. I am 35 years old. I am closer to death than I am not. Like, I'm more than mid-age by now. I do not want to restart my life in the United States. I am pretty far along here. I have a roof over my head. I have a plot of land with my wife. We harvest our own vegetables. We live comfortably, and I don't want to sacrifice that. And also, I feel that in the future, Ksenia and I, we will be living in Mexico for some time. The reason is I want to see my mother. I haven't seen my mother in many years now. And I want to spend time with my mother. She's almost 60 years old. She's going to retire in Mexico. And if my mother's not in the United States, I never have to go back to the United States. My mother will retire in Mexico, and I offered her to stay in Russia. So I essentially have no more ties family-wise. My brothers and sisters can live their lives, but my mother gave birth to me. So I am here letting you guys know that once my mom retires, there's no point in going back to the United States. So I will be answering some of your guys' questions now. I see the chat is lively. We have about 100 people in this live. Please go ahead, guys, and ask some questions. And yes, the Mexican passport has the golden eagle. Well, it's a brown eagle in real life, but you see that? The official name is the United States of Mexico. Yeah, so it's funny because both my passports say the United States, but one of them is the United States of America and the other one is the United States of Mexico. That's really funny. I hadn't thought about it that way, but both of my passports are United States. So go ahead, guys, and ask me some questions before we move on to the next segment of this live. Are there any taco trucks in Russia? Yes, there are, but they are in the west part of Russia, in Moscow and St. Petersburg. What do you think about the prices of cars, appliances, and branded clothing in Russia? It is very expensive and unaffordable for the people such salary. Yeah, so I believe that ever since there's AliExpress and Wildberries, it's more affordable. Now, you might believe that the Russians don't make enough money, but there's much affordable things on the internet now. The Russian people are shopping online like never before, and you will never see a Russian going to an auto parts store now. No, they're ordering everything online, and online, it's very, very competitive. So I think that's just a myth, but the clothing, that is not a myth. If you have, like, I'm just wearing a generic random thing that I got from Wildberries. I don't shop for brand names, but in Russia, brand names are very expensive. That you are right on that. Because brand, you cannot compete with that. To have brand clothing, you cannot compete on the internet. It's you get the real thing or you don't. Do Russian people like camping? Yeah, we camp all the time here. 2 questions by Captain Georgios. When will I come to Moscow? And I am studying for the masters about intelligence. I am wondering if you have been trained in the human terrain system. No, I have not been trained in that, but I have been trained in some other things for the military that probably similar to that. I will be going to Moscow hopefully in June, July, guys. My sister's visiting me from the United States and I'm taking her to Moscow. My first family member's coming to Russia soon. I'm going to be making a video on that very soon, maybe going live with my blood sister, guys. Who wants the best who was the best English talking guy besides your wife? Here in Russia, I think it's my friend Konstantin from The Real Reporter, but he lives in Moscow. Hello from Irkutsk. Здравствуйте. Yes, so actually, guys, if you don't know, Irkutsk is the capital city of the Irkutsk Oblast, and yes, he's watching me from right here. Are you able to use your VA educational benefits in the Russian universities? No, you are not. I don't think that Russia has any, I think it's called blue ribbon or yellow ribbon, something like this, programs where you can study abroad. If you're a veteran or have veteran things, you cannot use them in Russia. Not right now, at least. Yes, I will be going to Moscow hopefully later this year. By the way, guys, if you're not subscribed, please subscribe. And if you want to see your name pop up on the screen, just unsubscribe, but subscribe back again, all right? Don't be mean. Be nice to me. Yeah. So, Unfair Life says, I'm from India and I want to find a Russian partner for the rest of my life because I'm impressed by the proverbs that say Russian women could catch a running horse. Can I suggest an online platform? I'm going to get back to you on that, okay? I'm not into dating. I never really dated when I was in Russia. I knew a few women. I could have had many women. But I got married and I wanted to start my life, so I never got involved into dating stuff. Besides, I was born in 1989, so I was not really internet dating. Try out Mexican food in Moscow. I have tried it. I should make some videos in the future. My wife Carmen likes the way you pronounce her name. Well, there's only one way of pronouncing Carmen. Yeah, there's not a. By the way, guys, usually when I say different words, if I can say it easier in Spanish, then I use my Spanish. Ksenia looked out finding you, Daniel. Thank you so much. Wait, is that. Yeah. I think we're both lucky. I think a lot of people usually say I'm the lucky one, but I think when you get married to a good person, you're both lucky at that moment, right? A man is not worth more than a woman, and a woman is not worth more than a man. Woman not worth more than a man, and a man's not worth more than a woman. And yes, so here in Russia, they also pronounce the R's really hard for some words. Здравствуйте, like zdra, and yeah. Canadian living in Russia. Hello. Oh yes, my buddy from Kavarovsk. Perhaps one day we can have a live video chat and compare our living experiences. Listen, write to me on Telegram, my friend. I'm trying to test out this new live streams that I do. I'm trying to test them out on this new platform that I'm using so we can try it out. You can be the guy that can help me out, man. Yes, exactly. The Iranian Putin is that's what I'm trying to say. Like, it's extremely mutual thing. Both lucky if both are good people, and I feel that in society, people kind of forget that a man has his worth as well. And if you're a good man, you should be treated that way. And I feel that Ksenia really treats me like I deserve to be treated, right? She does everything that I need, and I try to do everything that she needs. So, at what age they get their pension? I'm not sure what age they get their pension. Hola, Tony Luna desde Argentina. Che, ¿cómo andas? Здравствуйте, Yekaterinburg. Oh, wow. Yevgeny's watching from Yekaterinburg. Really cool, man. Really cool. Thank you for joining. I'm sorry that I don't do these lives in Russian. So if you have Telegram, you have to search the Russian Experience. We have about 1,800 members there, and you can connect with us directly on there. I'm gonna answer one more question, and we're gonna keep going on why I'm not going back to the United States. A bit personal question: is it true that you are a red that you have a red Mustang? Yes. I own a 1966 Ford Mustang, and it's in red. One second, I'll show it to you. Well, I'll try. I'll show you what it looks like almost. I'll give you an example. So here we go. I'm going to show you. It's not the best image, but so I own this car, not this particular car, but I built this Mustang myself. But it was my first car in the United States, and it's one of the things that I miss the most, okay? I'm gonna be honest. I miss my 1966 Ford Mustang. I built it. I bought it after I bought it with my first deployment to Afghanistan. I went to Afghanistan and I bought my car, then I went to Afghanistan and I rebuilt it with the money I got from the war. And I painted that car and I made my own color code. I called it Taliban Blood Red. And yeah, so it's not that red one. Yes, I have a built up 302, but I took it out of a 1989 Fox body. I think that one, no, 1989 Fox body was fuel injected, but I carbureted the 5.0. It's a 5.0 is a 302. For anybody who knows about machines and mechanics, all I did was make the fuel injected engine. I carbureted it, and then I also cammed it a little bit. So yeah, I mean, I love my cars, but che boludo, saludos, and the best wishes for you and your wife. Muchas gracias, hermano. I'm doing good, my friends. Thank you so much. Again, if you're not subscribed, subscribe. And I have something else to show you because I also own a 1969 Mach 1. If you guys have ever seen the movie John Wick, I also own this car. And this one I'm currently restoring. I'm currently restoring this car to its original color and everything. How do I... Okay. So I own this car. I own a Mach 1. It was my dream car and I bought it right before I moved, right before my trip to Russia, guys. I bought my dream car and then I left the United States and I didn't know I wasn't coming back. Can you imagine how horrible it feels? Like that's the car that was the car of my dreams and I left it. And I'm never gonna go back to drive it on the Pacific Coast Highway. Like I know in my heart I will never drive the Taliban Hunter. Well, that's the name of the red car, by the way. Let me get off this topic because if we talk about cars, it's too much for me. I love my classics. I've never owned a car that's newer than 1969. That is a fact. I'm going to try to import the Mach 1 in the future. I want the Mach 1 in Russia so they could use it for movies, so they could use it for commercials. That car is absolutely incredible. So the Mach 1, the name of that car is called the Centaur of the North. And it's a name that's given to that car because famous revolutionary Pancho Villa was called El Centauro del Norte. So I named the Mach 1 the Centaur of the North. And the red car is called 7 Leagues and or the Taliban Hunter. So yeah, there we go. Now, continuing on with the why I am not going back to the United States and why I believe my life is going to be here in Russia. The previous 2 points were that the cost of living in Russia is not that it's affordable, it's fair. I don't want to stay in Russia because it's affordable. I want to stay in Russia because it's fair. Anybody who thinks about what I said will understand why you should why you should live this way. You shouldn't go to places for their affordability. You should go for their fairness. Now, the second reason why I wasn't going to go back to the United States is because my country is dishonoring my wife. Okay? It's dishonoring my wife because my wife is Russian. I told you guys that the cost for getting her a visa to get a green card or whatever is too much. The processing time is too much. I don't believe in getting bent over without lube. I don't do this anymore. I took the green weenie on an 8-year contract. So if you guys have know about military terms, the green weenie is Uncle Sam's thing, and I no longer bend over to take the green weenie every day. So I will not be going back to the United States for those previously mentioned things. Now, the new reason, well, something else I haven't also mentioned is I have a dream, not like Martin Luther King, but I have a dream of dedicating the rest of my life to making my town or this region either well known or loved more by its people, and I want to keep doing anthropology things. How would you say anthropologic things? I want to keep giving back to my town. A lot of the videos that I made recently were donations, and I feel so happy here doing those things. I really don't want to go back to a country that will not appreciate these things. Where I come from, there's a lot of people in need, but I don't see a change. I don't see a change. And I want to do the best I can do in this town. I'm just a little fish, and I think that if I'm in an ocean like Los Angeles, I can't make change as much. So I want to be humble. I want to be a small fish in a small fishing bowl. A lot of people want to be a whale in the ocean, but I don't want to be a whale. I want to be a small fish in a small fish bowl, and I really want to do big change in my town. This is why I really don't want to go back. I want to make sure that I have only a few years left, guys. Maybe 30 years, and I want to make sure that I can have kids, I can change this town, and I can make a difference, and that's it. And I don't want to be the little goldfish that I still am, and I humbly accept this title. I don't want to be a goldfish in that ocean anymore. Yes, doing God's work in Russia, doing God's work. I think Daniel says, I think Russia's lucky to have you. I feel USA lost a good man. I feel it's a good thing, you know. I feel that I want to be humble. It's more important thing is be humble, and I don't want anything, you know. I don't think unless it's to be helping people. I don't think far ahead anymore. Let's see. I'm going to read some of your guys' comments, and I'm going to keep expanding on that thought. Hi, it's Sam from Sweden. I have started thinking about moving to Russia because of you and the information you publish positively about Russia and the Russian people. Sam from Sweden. Hello, my friend. You should come visit this summer or next summer or in winter whenever you want. You are welcome in Irkutsk Oblast, and come see it for yourself. Come see it for yourself. Do I have any babies? No. Unfortunately, I have no kids yet, but I wish, and I am working on it. Do you think UK will send troops to Ukraine? So you guys asked me about people sending troops to Ukraine. I told you everybody wants to send them, but they won't be allowed to unless Russia accepts it. Okay, and we'll leave it at that for now. I can do a military summary in the future. Let me hydrate, guys. Again, I drink out of a bowl because it's more comfortable, and I like to take big gulps. Do you work here, and how much are you getting paid? Okay, I mentioned in the earlier in this live stream that I make from, let's just say, $300 to $500 a month. Sometimes it'll be 800. A lot of the donations come from, to be honest, the Iranian Putin probably has paid my rent. He has helped this channel grow. It all depends on how much the videos are getting viewed, how much the channel is expanding. And I am not ashamed to say that I've been supported not only by the channel members, but I've been supported by the viewers and all of this. And it can be anywhere from $300 to $800 a month. Zenith! Oh my gosh. I know you've been busy, brother. Okay, if you see the little ranking on Zenith's membership badge, this is a membership badge of over 6 months. I don't know. It's a long time of supporting the channel, man. I appreciate that so much, brother. It makes me really happy to see you on here. Samsung, we would be really grateful if you tell us about buying land that you have done and built a house. Okay, so I can break down the prices right now. I paid $10,000 for 1,200 square meters of land. And I paid for that land inside of a town limits. Okay, so you can do the math there. The cost of land varies depending on the region, depending on what city or oblast you're in. Okay, but I've already made a lot of live videos showing live exactly how much things cost. I'm not sure in hectares. I'm only sure in squared meters. Samsung, brother, I will make a live maybe this weekend showing prices again of land, okay? I've made many lives where I show you guys how much things cost live from different ranges. So we can do this. If you're also interested, Sam, you can go back and watch some of my videos titled this, like how much do things cost in Russia. What's wrong with my face? I don't know. Hey, Chantel. Yeah, I drink out of a bowl again because it's very comfortable, and I don't have to fill up a cup all the time. I just fill this big bowl, and maybe it's just easier than a water bottle as well. Omar Kantu, welcome, my friend. Question by Sam. Okay, so there you go. Thank you, Zenith. Question number 1. And approximately how much does it cost to build your house? So I'm thinking I'm gonna spend from $30,000 to $50,000 USD when I'm all done. Okay, $30,000 to $50,000. I'm doing it in stages. This year I will build the foundation, and I will tell you how much it costs to do the foundation for the house. The most expensive things in Russia are the roof and the foundation, not the building materials, guys. The most expensive things in Russia are the foundation and the roof. Okay, the building materials, depending on what you use, is very affordable. And this ties on the reasons why I won't be going back to the United States. In the United States, there's no way I could have bought a property and built a house. Do we have Tejano music here? No, we do not. if you came back to the United States, do you think you would be accused of a spy or a defector? No, I don't think so. But I won't take my chances until the United States gets a little bit better. I was very scared to go back to the United States. I've gone back once. Since I've moved to Russia, I've gone back once, and I was very scared. But no, I am in no way a traitor to my motherland. I feel that I am an honorable person. And I'm going to tell you right now, let's get serious, guys. I have never bit the hand that feeds me, and I am not a traitor. I am honored to have served with the men that I've served with in the United States Marine Corps. I am proud of my service. I fought a lot of child molesters in Afghanistan. I justify my war this way. I have done as the best I could do for my country. If I went back to the United States and I was charged as a spy or as a traitor, I would absolutely take my punishment, but live the rest of my life never honoring my country again. And I would absolutely be devastated because I have lived honorably. I have met Aaron from Countryside Acres once. Iranian Putin says he goes back and forward from Iran regularly. Man, you're brave, brother. And with a name like Iranian Putin, you're the best, man. You're so funny. You know what? If I were to go back, I need surgery in the shoulder. It was torn in the war, but I'll probably get it fixed in Russia. By the way, the weather is much better right now in Siberia. Scott Johnson asks, have you been able to replicate authentic carne asada using local ingredients? No. The closest you can get is to Uzbek shashlik, and that's not that great compared to that carne asada that I like. Oh man, Daniel Dota 2, my buddy, the Iranian Putin has the most aura, and he knows it. I mean, the chat knows how great he is, but his name is freaking Chad, Giga Chad. Yeah. No, we don't have Tejano music, Mistros. We don't have it. I'm gonna do a little bit. I'm gonna put a Giga Chad here for the Giga Chad because it's Giga Chad time. Let me see. If you're a channel member, guys, can you guys put the Giga Chat on for the Iranian Putin? Spam the Giga Chat if you're a member for the Iranian Putin. Classic guy. Okay. Let's see here. Funko Rhythmics. The question about Aaron from Countryside Acres about Canadian family who migrated to Russia. They are great people. Yeah. I've already met the father, Aaron, and I've met him. He's a cool guy. No, I've never had a long conversation with him, but he's doing a good job here in Russia. He's building his homes and everything. Ksenia absolutely loves Mexican music, man. Absolutely loves Mexican music. She listens to Mexican music almost daily because when we go out, we listen to, she has a Mexican playlist, guys. So let's continue on the conversation here. And remember, please, if you have not subscribed, please subscribe. I like to see these notifications here because if you are not subscribed, you will enter the chat with the president of the Russian Federation, Vladimir Putin, riding his bear. Yeah, boy. This is awesome. So you're asking how am I streaming with YouTube being slowed? Well, it's easy. The reality is that it is slowed, but it still works in Russia, and I have really good internet here. The internet here is unmatched. It's unmatched. It's amazing. Can she throw a grito? No, she cannot, and she would never try it. All right. You need to go back to the US to get those veteran benefits. I don't, so I do have 90% disability with the VA, but I don't really want to go back to try to get 100%. I don't want to go back. They really betrayed me. The last 10 years, I've been fighting against the VA to get surgery on my shoulder. I tore it in the war, and I tied my arm around my neck in the war for a long time. And when I got back to the United States, all they did was x-ray it. My shoulder was ripped, I told them, not broken. My shoulder was ripped, and it took them 10 years to do an MRI. Okay, so I don't do this anymore. I will live the rest of my life in pain, but I'm too honored. Like, I live my life with honor and pride, and I will not submit. Thank you so much for being a member, my friend. Oh, I love this one as well. I love that one as well, like this. Nameless hero. Name yourself, brother. Thank you for the support. Because in the 2 weeks ago, I think, the Iranian Putin and Ivan donated over 100 memberships. We will be doing a members chat live, because I'm still trying to get you guys to learn the new benefits of being able to write on the live stream these tagged member super chats. You should be able to do super chats for free, and nobody's been able to figure it out yet. So guys, if you're a channel member, try to figure that out. It's just one of us has to figure out eventually. We'll see who does it first. Let's continue on the conversation. So the last time I was in the United States, something happened to me that I really... Oh, we have another member. Thank you so much. Lukash, am I saying that right? Lukash Vogush. Lukash Vogush. Okay, there we go. Oh, thou did it. Wait. Oh man, thank you so much. I think you did it, maybe part of it. I'm not sure how to do it, guys. We're going to figure it out together. Because I am going to be upgrading the live streams. I'm going to be doing these a lot more. And they're going to be a lot more interactive with a bunch of stuff. And oh, yes, it is. That is it right there. So you guys can send a message. So thou figured it out. It tells you how long you've been a member for. And it tells you, and it puts your message out on the screen. That is amazing. Thank you, guys. If you guys can share how it's done, please do it, all right? Because we need the people to learn for the future. Yeah, F the VA. I haven't dealt with them in over 10 years. Ozark, thank you for the donation, my friend. Absolutely right. It is so hard to get a hold of the VA. If you go into the VA 1 month, they tell you come back in 10 months or 6 months. That's when they can see you at the soonest. And when you try to get help outside in town, they never really justify it. It works. Oh my gosh, you guys are doing it. You guys are doing it. Sam... Beard Loves Dog, thank you so much for the donation. I still haven't figured out how to get those on the screen, but I will work on it, my friend. I'm going to work on it. And I'm really happy that the members are learning and figured out how to send their monthly message. Guys, save those up, and we're going to be doing them hopefully next month. I'm going to be doing way better streams, gonna get a lot more interaction with you guys. Right now we're on beta mode. So thank you, Samuel, as well for your donation. All right, Marine, gotta run. Can't wait for the next live. I ask everyone here to buy a super chat for. Yeah, man, thank you so much. It's really, really kind of you, brother. Thank you so much. Yes, it's working. Everything's working. Yeah, listen, we get one. Somebody just got gifted a membership. Daryl sniped that. Wow. See, that was really cool. Thank you so much for getting Daryl the memberships. But save those messages. Now that you know they exist, you guys can save them. Because when we get to the next month's lives with the new setup, it's going to be a whole different ball game. And yes, I am 90% disabled with the VA, and it's not a free money. I haven't been able to operate my body good enough. I don't want to get into it. I mean, you don't live comfortably. It's not free. It's accumulating in the United States. And, you know, if we were to lose our disabilities, yes, we would suffer a lot. The money is not free. It's deserved. It's earned, I guess. Real Reporter has a new video. I have not seen it, man. I'm gonna see it. You know, I really support the Real Reporter. He's a great friend of mine, and I watch all of his videos. I do a lot of collaborations with him. He did mention that he's gonna be doing a lot more videos now because he does have an AI, artificial intelligence program that he's doing. So let's continue here. Let's go watch part of the new. Let's go watch part of the new video from the Real Reporter. I like this community. Hey, Miguel's Adventures. Thank you so much for being positive here. Hey, Blaze. Thank you, brother. Agustin says, Dan, you aren't lying. It took my dad years to get 100% disability overseas as a Vietnam veteran. I don't want to cry. But I absolutely, the Vietnam veterans have a big part in my heart. Those guys, the trouble that the government has given them is not justified. How is the house coming along? So guys, only now has the snow melted. Only this year I will build the foundation, okay? This year I will be doing the foundation. And digging for water. I don't have a lot of money. I don't know, like some people came to Russia after selling their house. I came to Russia with nothing, and I'm starting from the bottom. Hi guys. Russian here. I am surprised to see actual foreigners on this channel. Hello, brother. I love when Russian people communicate with the viewers on this channel because they realize that we're actually a very, very tight community and we love each other. Здравствуйте и добро пожаловать. Okay, welcome. I'm gonna be showing you guys. Let's go look at the newest video from the Real Reporter. I won't get copyrighted. He's my buddy. Or maybe I will. It would be really funny if the Real Reporter copyrights me. Oh man, I'm laughing thinking about it. If he sends me a warning for copyright infringement, it'll be a funny turn of events. So let's look at the interesting video that Konstantin has put up, and
today I have a special guest on Real Reporter, Dmitry Kulko, one of Russia's top war correspondents. He sits next to Putin on televised shows, attends closed-door meetings with the Russian defense minister, and has his finger on the pulse of the latest innovations shaping modern warfare.
Теперь к FPV-дронам крепятся не только боеприпасы, но еще вот такие большие катушки.
But what makes him truly special to me isn't any of that. It's the fact that we've been close friends for over a decade.
What? Oh man. That's gonna be a banger, guys. I love interview videos. I love interview videos. I love them. They are awesome. I'm an Army veteran at 10% for twice torn ACL. Been denied for 12 years for trying to get an increase. I agree with Daniel. Semper Fi. Hey, brother, I am so sorry. I am so sorry about the system, man. The system. It sometimes feels like it's built against us, and I feel that I've only gone to the VA twice. I fought one time and I was really discouraged. So yes, but join my Telegram on the Russian Experience. Maybe I can help you out, man. There has to be a way we can jump you up from 10%. I actually have some pretty good advice, and maybe we can jump you up. Secondaries is the way to go. Please join the Russian Experience. Connect with me. I live now in Russia, but I will always help my veteran friends. If you contact me, I have a lot of little tricks that I can teach you to try to really get a higher rating. Seer is asking me for explaining. I don't know what you want me to explain. Yeah, you think 90% is huge, I guess, but it's not really something that I think that I got for free. I think somebody or you said that it was something for free and it's a lot of money, but it's not a lot of money to wake up in pain for the last 12 years. Okay? I don't, and this ties with the American thing. Money doesn't fix the pain that I have. Okay? Money doesn't give me back the first 5 years that I lived through after the war. That doesn't mean anything to me. So when you talk about money, it's huge, it's good. It's not good, man. I don't know what you did in your military life, but I don't want to talk about it, you know? I just wanted to let people know that's how it works. You can't be logical? I don't know what you're talking about. Anyways, I'm going to move on. Yeah, that video by The Real Reporter is going to be a banger. I love the documentary or podcast style videos that he makes. There is no other genre that he makes that I like, because the longer you get to meet a character, the better and more connected you are with them. And I love that kind of stuff. I love knowing about what people are getting into on the other side of the world, or any interesting characters that he meets. Getting a high disability rating is like applying for an earlier Social Security. A lot of people try to screw the system, which is normal. There's a lot of people that do cheat the system. There's a lot of people that cheat the system. There's a lot of people that have 100% that never deployed. But for my generation, and I will speak for myself, I didn't join to cheat the system. I didn't even know you could get VA benefits. I am a son of immigrants. I joined the military to gain my family honor and to fight the Taliban and be a warrior. Why they gave you 90%? Thousands of dollars. Okay. So, I actually want to watch a little bit more. Maybe you guys can watch with me.
This interview was recorded 2 weeks ago, but I had to completely restructure it because of what happened on the battlefield in the last couple of days. First, I want you to watch this short clip where Dima and I discuss the future of military tactics. Trust me, it's mind-blowing.
Еще говоря об оружии будущего, мы понимаем,
Speaking about the weapons of the future, we understand that they will be digging underground tunnels on the front line, because several extremely difficult operations have been carried out to capture these fortress cities that the Ukrainians built around Donetsk back in 2000.
Okay, I gotta pause that because already I feel like it's a little bit strange. For something nice for your wife. Thank you so much, Beard. Thank you so much. I'm gonna figure out how to put that notification up on the screen. By the way, this guy is a war correspondent, but he doesn't know a little bit of history. People have been digging tunnels in war for a long time. And I actually told Constantine when the war started a long time ago that he should expect troops to dig under front lines, because when you have a static trench, a trench is essentially an old castle wall, but a trench in modern warfare is better than a wall because we have artillery. So a trench saves you from artillery. And I'm going to give you a little bit of examples. I talked about this earlier. So as long as you have a static position, you can always dig under. So this war correspondent is not a veteran, so he doesn't understand that this is just one way of sapping the enemy. The Russian forces actually have started using an old tactic, and it's brilliant, but this is not modern warfare. This is actually very, very old warfare. And people have been tunneling under and setting explosives under trenches for a long time. Ozark says, hey, how come his did pop up and Beard didn't? Ozark, thank you so much. The way the VA treats veterans almost makes me want to join the Russian army. This is a thought that I have actually, I'll probably talk on this in the future, but it's something that crossed my mind as I was thinking, man, do I have to join the Russian military and maybe seek help this way? A lot of people think that. I'm not gonna lie, I've had a couple people say that, and I feel like it's not a wild thought. I don't think it's a far out thought, because I'll tell you what. It doesn't seem like the United States is trying to better that, right? The United States hit the top, the ceiling. It's already hit its climax. And it doesn't seem like it's trying to better things. Where in Russia, it has a lot of room to get better. Okay, does that make sense? There's a lot of room for becoming better in Russia and the way they do their things. And that's just my opinion. There is private militaries that do. There's private militaries that the Russian Federation has enveloped, so you don't particularly need to know fluent Russian to be part of the Russian military and get benefits or be recognized by the Russian government. But I don't want to talk about that today. But I'm just letting you know that I can't do it because there's a law. There's laws for us veterans that we are not to serve a foreign military, but it doesn't apply for the freaking dumb Americans who go to Ukraine and fight for the Ukrainians for some reason. But the rule is you cannot serve a foreign government's military, right? And somehow something happened where people are joining the Ukrainian military. If you were to do that to Russia, you would probably be jailed. And yeah. So, let me see. Again, thank you so much for the donations, Beard and Ozark, and all the previous ones as well. I'm trying to fix the little things that pop up. Again, please, if you're watching this and you're not able to talk, do subscribe, because we do these lives with subscribers only, and it does pop up on the screen when you subscribe. Let me show you. And we like to see the president of the Russian Federation on his bear. So if you want to see your name, unsubscribe and subscribe again, and let's see those bear things. Is cryptocurrency legal in Russia? There is laws for cryptocurrencies, and there is cryptocurrency trading. So yeah, it just, I don't know the laws, but there is ways of being able to crypto trade. Hey, it's Mike in the United States. So this is a Russian guy who moved to the United States, and he does like handyman work out in the United States, and really cool guy, man. I'm doing good. And the reason why he can write in Spanish is because the United States has a lot of Spanish speakers. You can definitely trade in Russia. Yeah, it depends on the area. Crypto is huge here in Irkutsk Oblast because electricity is so cheap. I told you how much I spend on electricity, very, very little, and people are mining here all the time. There you go. See, guys, if you're not subscribed, subscribe, and if you already subscribed and you want to see your name on there, you can subscribe back again. It's freaking hilarious. I'm doing good, Mike. Thank you so much. Just trying my best to stay positive, and yeah. Constantine also does have a video on crypto. Yeah. Thank you, Hansen. Thank you so much, brother. Thank you for being here. Gonna take some water. So we should be testing out our new setup. Our new computer is being built right now. I live in Irkutsk Oblast. Oh man, thank you. Ilya, he watches our channel from Irkutsk City, man. Thou has gifted another membership. All right, man. That's awesome. Thank you, man. Thank you so much for supporting other people. By the way, if you're a member and you're watching this, please, when you see donations or you see super chats or stuff like this, let's get into the rotation of, if you're a member, throw up the Putin loves or Putin likes emojis. I put those on there for you guys. The emojis are there for you guys to enjoy. I really think those emojis are really nice. I took a little while to put them on for you guys. And there you go. You see, when you subscribe, you get to see Putin riding a bear. Wow, Mike has Mexican-Russian grandkids. Holy heck. Hey, yeah, you see Blaze doing it too. That is one of the funniest things, man. So when I was working on this today for the stream, I was thinking, man, I don't think this channel is going to get to 100,000 subscribers, guys. I'm being honest. I don't think it's going to make it. I might have to restart in the future. If my current if my country respected the fact that I should have higher than 40% disability rating, I'd be happy. So, Seer, you're not getting it, are you? You're not getting it. Just because you're at 40% and I'm at 90% doesn't mean that I should be happy that my body's broken and that it took me 12 years to get one MRI to get that 90%. It took me 10 years I was homeless when I got back from the war, by the way. After I got out of the Marine Corps, I was homeless. I was sleeping outside on a freaking couch and in back of a car for some time. So no, you're not getting it, man. You need to grow up. You're not getting it. You know, guys, if you're a member, just put the Ungrateful Goblin, because it's not about money. This is what I'm telling you. You're not humble. You don't get it. It's not about money. I feel like, and I'm just gonna, Seer, I'm just gonna throw this out here. I'm gonna guess. I'm gonna guess. Were you in the Army or the Navy, Seer? Were you in the Army or the Navy? Let's play a game. Let's figure out what Seer's problem is, because he's acting like the ungrateful goblin. He's acting like Zelensky. You don't get it, man. It's not about money. It's not about money. A lot of the people who are living in the United States, they don't essentially need just money. They need like their dignity back. And I was talking about why I'm not going back to the United States is because they essentially rip a lot of people's dignity and their honor and their pride. It sucks you. Society sucks from you what should define a human being. And I am not gonna do that. I have IROS. What is that? I'm asking what branch you were in, man. I don't know. Now I'm starting to doubt what the heck you're even on. Can we put a? I broke my foot twice in the Army. I've never got anything. Yeah, he was in the Air Force for sure. Ozark. I don't know. Can we get? Wait 1 second. I have to put. It really. A lot of people think that because of some look, the United States really. Oh, sorry, I have to just put. I have. Here we go. Can we get Iranian Putin? Can you handle the chat, please? I think we were really patient with him. I think we were really patient, and I'm sorry for getting distracted by him. Just take care of that, all right, Putin? Do your... yeah, you were a corpsman in the Navy. Okay, cool. Even if you were a corpsman in the Navy and if you deployed in combat, you would understand that it's not about money. So... Let's handle that guy. Iranian Putin, can you how would we say, make him disappear, because it's just been ridiculous. He has been his question has been answered, and he just doesn't get it. Let's see, guys. Thank you so much again, man, for these memberships. Thou, you've been really, really cool today, man. The new members, welcome aboard. I see Beard loves dogs. You got memberships, man. Please enjoy the emojis. It is freaking awesome. Nice. Iranian Putin has given you 30 minutes warning. I think it's fair. We don't usually like to kick people here, but it's been too crazy. So, this one good thing that comes from this topic is that I am not ready to enslave myself back in the United States. Okay? I am not ready to go back to a society where if I have to restart, I will be dead by the time I get to the point where I am now in Russia. I just feel like I've made so many achievements. I've hit so many achievements while I've been in Russia in the last 3 years. I really don't want to go back. No. And believe me, I wasn't downplaying the army or the other branches, but the reason why he was talking about ratings and all of those things, it just, some people join the Air Force or the Army and they get administrative admin jobs, and that goes across the board. But I don't know, I've never met admin people in the Marine Corps because of my job, but I met admin people from the Army and logistics people from the Army. They got my boots. That's what I was referring to. Don't worry about it, guys. I am not the kind of guy to talk trash about the Army, the Navy, and the other branches. I will shoot the shit, but you guys can tell me that I eat crayons, and you can tell me that there's a bunch of other jokes about the Marines anyways. So, yeah, I have reached so many goals in Russia that I never even imagined that I could do. The United States would be a huge step backwards. And I don't think that a lot of people who live in the United States even know that they're in that giant step backwards, okay? What do you guys think about that? Tell me. I'm gonna put a poll, and I want you to answer truthfully. Do you think it would be a step backwards for me if I moved my family, Ksenia, to the United States? Because you can answer truthfully. If you don't think that it would be a step backwards, you can put it, because a lot of people take their Russian wives or husbands and they move back to the United States. So, if you could please go on the poll and answer, is the United States a step backwards for me? For me, guys. You see my life here. I'm starting to build a house, hopefully soon. I've been married. I'm trying to start a family. I'm trying also to start a business next year. Next year I'm gonna open my tourist business, and I'll give you guys more information about that. But when I tell people come visit me, I'm trying to train myself to give tours inside of Slyudanka in Irkutsk Oblast. A lot of you guys, I've already known you for at least a year. You've been members of this channel. You've been friends of mine. And I've invited you. And I really mean it when I say come visit. I will show you this place. And because next year, I plan on starting my tourism business. So I want you guys to vote. Is the United States a step backwards for me? Okay? Yeah, Mexican food doesn't exist in Russia. We don't have the spices, guys. We don't have the spices. Sorry, but we just don't have it. Now, I will say that in the United States, I had a very good paying job. And I also want to mention that in the United States, I did have my family. These were the things that were tying me at the moment of living in the United States. But as soon as I quit my job, and as soon as my mom moves to Mexico, for me personally, those are the things that had me there. It's not for me anymore. Let's see. So, говорит по-русски. Are you asking if I'm speaking or learning Russian, talking Russian? I understand говорит по-русски. Я не говорю по-русски, я не знаю. Я учу русский, но это сложно. Моя русский сложно. Я не знаю. It's a hard language, man. What do you want me to say? Like, I can understand Russian a lot. 3 years living here, I can hear people and I know what they're talking about. I can read Russian. I can understand some basic things. But it's not an easy language. As you may know, I already speak 2 languages fluently. And I have a little bit of German in my head. And yeah. Please let me know if we're still live, because sometimes the lives just shut down because of my laptop. And if it's dead, if it's done, it's done. I guess my limit is 1 hour and 30 minutes. Oh no. Am I not allowed to live stream longer than that anymore? Oh, we're still on. Nice. We're on. Holy crack. I was really worried, guys. I'm trying to build this computer so I can live stream longer. Nice. Okay, we're on. Sorry, the chat went silent for me for a second, and I couldn't know if we were live. So, Have I swam in Lake Baikal? Yes, I have. I've swam in Lake Baikal when it's frozen. I've swam in Lake Baikal in autumn. I've swam in Lake Baikal in summer. I haven't got a cooler for the laptop, but I'm gonna get. I'm building the PC right now. Ja, du bist noch live. Was ist los, Salar? Hallo. Ich bin was? Noch? Ja, ja, was ist noch? Keine Ahnung. What is this word? Anyways. Yes, a lot of people were gifted free memberships, guys. Please take advantage of them. Use your memberships to spam your emojis. They're really, really funny. We're going to be doing a poll in the future to choose a new emoji. Du bist noch live. You are still live. Ah, noch, still. Okay. I am still live. No, night is Nacht. Night is Nacht in German. Noch is still. Okay. Yeah, but I am pretty sure Nacht is night. So, guys, Dan, let's get in touch. Maybe we can come up with some good ideas regarding tourist business. Well, look, I'm trying to do tourist business here in Lake Baikal. I'm trying to get as many people as I can, not only from outside, but inside of Russia. A lot of people from inside of Russia have never seen Lake Baikal. I think that this is a tragedy. Fernie Respi asks, what do you think about the Mexican cartels? Is that a bad... Yeah, I hate that. I hate that. Honestly, I'm a Mexican citizen, man. Like I've always said that I cannot stand the fact that Mexico can't get its crap together. And I would not be opposed to the United States going back into the United States and treating the cartels like terrorists, because I think our people deserve to live, man. I really believe that people deserve to live in Mexico. It's a beautiful country, and I've had enough. I've grown up with all of this all the time, man. I can't deal with it. But anyways, what's the best way to create an emoji? Maybe we can contribute as members. If you're a member, I'm going to make a special channel on the Russian experience. Oh my gosh. If you're a member, I'm going to make a special topic on our Telegram, and you guys can vote there and or put the emoji stuff there. I'm going to do that for you guys. Oh my gosh. You just moved the channel on a way different direction. Thank you so much for asking that question. For anybody who is a channel member, make sure to subscribe to our Telegram, The Russian Experience. I'm going to make a special channel on our forums for our members to contribute their information so you guys can talk there. It's going to be a special channel for you guys. And if you're a channel member, it doesn't matter if you were a channel member one time. I'm going to make it to where you guys can write on that special channel, and so where we can keep together our ideas together. So we have 69 votes. Lol. We have at least 100 people perhaps watching. I'm not sure how many people are watching. Let's wait for 80 votes, guys. Is the United States a step backwards for me right now? You know what? We'll close it at 69 votes for the lols, for the memes. We close the polls, and let's see what the results are. Oh, we got 70 votes. Somebody voted right at the end. And like I said, it's okay to say that America is not a step backwards. I truly believe that I could survive anywhere, but for me right now, in this moment, I feel like it would be a step backwards. Because in the past, I was adamant of making my life in the United States. And I had goals, I had savings and everything, but now in this moment, I feel like anywhere in the world, even Moscow or St. Petersburg would be a step backwards for me. I know my place. I want to be a small fish in this small fishing bowl that is Slyudanka, Irkutsk Oblast. Okay? So I really, really know that I found my place. And in the future, I told you, when I build this house, I welcome people to come visit. Wild Siberia, what if I am not a member? I am from Russia. I can't join. Okay, if you are not a member and you're watching from Russia, don't worry. You can also submit your opinion on the Telegram. Just write on the general group chat. But that is a good thing that I want to do for the members from outside of Russia or inside of Russia. But don't worry, because sometimes people do gift memberships, and people who are watching, I can give away 10 memberships a month, and you can get it for free. Don't worry. Dan, how do you ice fish? Yes, I do ice fish. Welcome. By the way, RH, this is the first time I'm probably answering some of your questions. And there you go. Thou handing out memberships again. Holy moly, bro. Thank you so much. You guys need to have wow. This thing is gonna blow up right now. Because of 10 members were given away. I am a certified guide in the Irkutsk region. I wrote you on Telegram. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you wrote me on Telegram. We're gonna let these go, and oh wow, memberships, even gifted ones, are not working in Russia. Okay, I'm gonna do something special for the viewers who are watching from Russia. Just give me some time, okay? Give me some time for all of my my druzia. Druzia is my friends, right? For all the druzia, all my druzia in Russia, I'm gonna try to do something for you guys, okay? No, just let me figure something out. I'm gonna work on this. Because I don't think it's fair for my Russian audience that they can't be gifted the memberships. So I'm gonna have to figure it out. Let's see. Telegram. Have you been to Kazakhstan? I have not been to Kazakhstan. And welcome new members. Your name is gonna pop up on the screen. Thou has blessed the chat again. Thank you, man. You've been on fire tonight. I want to travel to the world. I want to travel the world, but living in California, I can't afford it. I always say that California is a good place to visit, but not to live. You don't want to live in California. It is not it's a prison. It's a prison, man. You can always gift Telegram members for Russian viewers. I'm gonna figure something out for the Russian audience, but what I want to do is do something special for the Russian audience on our live streams, guys. I want our Russian audience to be able to be noticed. I want our Russian audience to feel like they also have something to do with the lives, okay? So please keep in touch with me on Telegram. Not only Ilya, but Ilya, please write to me again on Telegram and join our Telegram, the Russian Experience. I'm gonna be pinning our Telegram so you guys can join it. It's really important for me to keep contact with you guys. And the best way to do it is directly through the Russian Experience. Okay? And I'm gonna be writing to you guys. The Telegram is going to be pinned on the live stream. Here we go. The Telegram is now pinned. If you want to keep in touch with us, the community, join the Telegram. I answer people's questions there directly. I try my best to keep in contact with the entire community. Now, I want to say that this live was not to talk down on the United States. I believe that if I keep my honor clean, Russians will respect me more. I would never be a traitor to my own country, because then how would I fit in Russia? You know what I'm saying? And I always tell people, like, hey, don't be a traitor to your country. Don't speak negatively about your country. It brought you to the point to where you were, and you should at least be thankful for what it got you and then leave, right? Because if you come to Russia as a person who is not grateful and humble, you will be a person who is not grateful and humble in Russia, and then you will have problems. I think that Russia really roots out the people who are not good. Yeah, I when I speak about I take a step backwards, it's just my reality. It's not really trash talking. I try my best to stay humble, and this is what I have advice for you guys who want to visit Russia. Always be humble and be respectful, and be a straight shooter. You know, the Russian people can read BS really fast, and in the United States, I feel like we don't have a culture of checking each other anymore. We used to, but when it was back in the 90s, I remember people used to chin check people all the time. We don't do that anymore. In Russia, you still get chin checked. In Russia, if you get out of line, people still chin check you. I almost had to chin check a Russian myself, but I didn't do it because I felt I probably would have gotten my ass kicked, to be honest, because it was two of them. And that's the truth. And it happened recently. It happened recently. I was like, maybe I should do something about this because the disrespect is massive. But yes, when it comes to the trash talk or choosing one side or the other, I am not going back to the United States because my life here is a lot more fair. I think that's the best summary that I can give. I started this live telling you that America wasn't honoring my marriage with my wife. I told you that my kids will be Russian, Mexican Americans, and that my America as a country has disgraced my future bloodline already. So I don't want to go back to live there until it fixes its relationship with Russia. I want the United States to be either neutral or friendly with Russia. It was nice and friendly back when Trump was president the first time. Back when President Trump stepped in the North Korean territory, Trump was friends with Putin, Vladimir Putin, the president of the Russian Federation. So until there is better relationships, I don't want to go back. And now I want to spend the next 10 minutes with you guys because we're going to go on 2 hours live. I want to dedicate the next 10 minutes of answering more questions, and then I'll sign off here. It's 2 in the morning here in Irkutsk Oblast. I stream during this time because this is when the majority of our boys are on. Our boys and ladies are watching from all over the world, and I really appreciate your guys' support. So go ahead, ask some questions before we sign off here. And make sure you subscribe, guys. Remember, when you subscribe, you get to be on the bear. You get on the bear. If you're watching this live and you're not subscribed, do it if you want to come in hot on top of the Russian bear. And yes, that is the president of the Russian Federation. Tacos or quesadillas? A quesadilla with good meat inside is really, really good. I like quesadillas more than tacos if the quesadilla has good meat. Dan, what are some things that Americans do that would get them in a punch in the face in Russia? Oh, really good question. This is the type of questions that I love answering. I like to say that Russians are similar to Americans being loud on vacations. Americans and Russians are allowed on vacations, but Americans are allowed on buses, on trains, walking inside of a room. So I feel that if you're a loud American in like a bus and you're being obnoxious, you probably will be getting checked. The Russian people will probably be like, hey, like, what's going on here? Because they will stare. But if you're excessively loud and being belligerent, I feel like a Russian guy, a good Russian youth, usually it takes like a 20-year-old Russian to be like, hey, what the hell? Get your stuff together, nahoy. Thou asks, are you going to make a regular schedule for your live show? Yes. So when I get the PC, we're gonna be doing timed live streams on topics. From now on, there's gonna be a schedule ahead of time. So there's gonna be 2 live streams a week, usually Friday morning for you guys and Friday night for me, and Sunday mornings. I'll get it figured out, but they're going to be solidified because we are building a PC right now, and we're going to be doing topics every week. We're going to be looking at prices for houses. We're going to be talking about situations like these, how I'm not going back to the United States. I'm going to be breaking news to you guys. Future lives are going to have my wife in them. My wife has a lot to say, even though we don't really show her a lot because we respect her, but she's a real Russian. She can answer a lot of your questions with the truth. I'll take that back. Ksenia's Soviet. Ksenia's not born in Russia. She's born in the Soviet Union. A lot of you guys have been subscribers long enough to know that Ksenia is actually older than me, and she was born in the Soviet Union, so yeah. Yeah, there's gonna be a live stream, 2 live streams a week, and there is a road to 100,000, but my channel right now is shadow banned, or whatever the hell it's called. It's in the shadow realm right now. So what we're trying to do is build the channel back up. So this is a really good way of doing it. I can gear my way into the lives and doing some other sorts of content. Yeah, a lot of people didn't know she was older, but a lot of the originals know. My wife is not, yeah. X-Wing, the videos are still going to be coming out. Vlogs and building, especially now that we're going to start building again. The vlogs are going to continue, but the lives are much better so that we can talk to each other. Привет. Привет, chat. Привет, Daniel. Очем сегодня разговор. Can somebody please translate that? Because I don't know what that one part is. Hello from Silmar. Jamie from my hometown. No way. Silmar, California? That's where I'm from. I was born in Silmar. Holy crack. Oh my gosh, I'm trying to find, my passport says Los Angeles, but I was born in Silmar. I'm being watched by someone. How am I today? Well, I'm good. Thank you so much. Whoa, this is crazy. Somebody logged in from the town that I was born in 35 years ago. Never expected to see someone pop in and say hello from Silmar. Yeah, this stream is live. Welcome to the live stream. You just joined a little bit late though. Did I live anywhere else in the United States? I did, but only during my military career and one time in North Dakota to work in the oil fields. Yeah, so if you guys like the regular videos, they're still going to happen, but we are going to be doing more live streams because it connects with us. And it's way... look, you see? Hello, man. Rebel, thank you so much for subscribing to the channel. You're rolling in on a bear with President Putin. Hello from Alaska. It's so funny, man. I'm so glad that we got these things popping up now because you guys really build this channel. And I want to make it to where you are shown that you're appreciated. So I'm trying to level this type of stuff up. Yeah, live streams are awesome. And I'm not only going to live stream inside the house, we're going to be doing live streams outside. A lot of you guys have seen me ice fishing. You've seen me. I've taken Chinese tourists around my town on a live. Who was there for that live? Can somebody tell me if you were live for that? Who was there for the live when we had Chinese tourists on Lake Baikal and we just took them everywhere? That is probably the best live we've ever done on this channel. We had somebody from Beijing ice fishing on Lake Baikal. We taught them how to drill a hole and ice fish. Bro, if you were on that live stream, you're a freaking veteran because that was crazy. Oh my gosh. Yeah, when we get a new computer, we're gonna be live streaming on this platform and on other things. If that girl was hitting on me, I'll tell you something that happened off camera. Okay, since you guys saw that live, I'll tell you something that happened off camera. Man, this is crazy. So I don't know if you guys can see. So look at this. I don't have brown eyes. I have maybe a little bit of color in my eyes. Holy moly. Thou, brother. Oh, wow. Thank you so much for the donations. No way. We're about to get freaking spammed with donations, guys. Yes, I have hazel eyes. I have hazel eyes. We're gonna let these new members pop up. If you're watching this live stream and you're getting membership, please remember to give a thumbs up on your new emojis. Your emojis are for your memberships. Essentially, half of the live stream should be members by now, guys. Spam those Putin thumbs up for thou. And if you were already a member, spam the Giga Chat because really, that was giga chatting the hell out of this live stream right now. Well, as soon as these things are done given away, I'm going to tell you something that happened. Thank you so much, Iranian Putin. You guys are fixing to give the entire stream membership, it looks like. Nobody's left behind. I don't think I'm keeping anybody up. These are Soviet-built apartments. The walls are really thick. Oh my gosh. We're going to wait and just let these play out. We have 25 gifts, memberships to give out. Nathan, welcome to... Oh my gosh, I love these things. They look so funny. We're gonna let them roll. Man, thank you so much for your guys' support. This is incredible. This channel really, it means a lot to me. The community that we have built. Can you guys hear me while the notifications are going on? Because I want to tell you guys about the story about the Chinese people. What happened after we were off. Okay, let me continue with the story. So we were off and they told us, they had already told us in the car that they want a Russian boyfriend. They want a boyfriend with colored eyes. Because Chinese people, I guess, don't have, they don't, I guess the people in China, I've never been to China, they don't have a lot of colored eyed people. And, on the live, the guy said he wanted to date my wife, Ksenia. Okay? He was clear about it. He's like, hey, I like Ksenia because she has blue eyes. And I was like, bro, I'm married. On the live stream, that happened. I'm going to let you guys know, if you didn't watch the live or maybe you missed that part, the guy I was driving around said he wanted to date my wife. That happened while we were in the car on live. When the live ended, I went to go play this Chinese game with them. Ksenia wasn't feeling good. I went by myself. But he was not a creep. He didn't know that I was married. They didn't really speak English, and I guess because I have my ring on my right hand, I don't even know if I don't know if they put it on their left hand. I don't know if China puts rings on their left hands, but I have my ring on my right hand because this is an Orthodox country and we do it on the right hand here. After the live stream ended, I went to play games with them, and the girls were really, really pushing. Like, they were really pushing for, I don't know if they wanted me or they wanted me to help them find a Russian guy, but they were really desperate for that, you know? And I was like, holy crack, what is going on in China? And I asked them like, hey, why do you want a different guy with colored eyes, or, like, why do you want a Russian? They were not happy with the men in China. They don't like their eyes. They don't like brown eyes. The girls all wanted blue-eyed guys. And you can feel the energy. You can feel the energy when they look at you and they look at your eyes and they talk with you. They are like mesmerized. And I only have diarrhea eyes. So you can imagine how desperate they are if they see a Russian guy. They actually went to Moscow and St. Petersburg, and I told them, you can find a man in Moscow. So if you're a Russian guy with blue eyes, you have really big potential to get any Chinese woman. I call my eyes diarrhea eyes because they look like after you eat a salad and then you drink too much water, it looks like this. If you drink too much water after a salad, you will shit like this. And it's the truth. Like, I don't know why, and the members are still going. Thank you so much, Iranian Putin and thou. Oh, and we have a subscriber rolling in on the Russian bear. I love that. Yeah, and that's what happened. So the people who watched the stream, I am not embarrassed to talk with anybody. And if I see a tourist, I will invite you. And when I'm doing these lives, Ksenia has to deal with it. I feel so bad for her because she's been such a great wife, because she's a little bit more reserved. But since she's been with me for 2 years, going on 3 years now, she's been a little bit more open, right? And I feel so bad for her. She has to translate or come with us around town. And we took those Chinese people to go see natural spring water, and they drank water. I don't know how to, it is so funny. By the way, I will be going to Irkutsk City, and I'm going to be doing lives from there as well. For the channel members or channel members before this live, like the older members of this channel, please, when I do have the schedule, please do try to get on the lives for those, because on those lives, I feel like you guys have been with this channel long enough. I want to show you Irkutsk in the summer. I don't think I've shown Irkutsk in the summer in a long time. So not only old members, but especially old members of this community, come back, because I want to show you guys Irkutsk in summer. Absolutely beautiful city. Yeah, we're gonna see the river that comes out of Lake Baikal. We're gonna be looking at some Orthodox churches, all the religion churches in Irkutsk. Because we have ability to drive around now, I'm gonna be taking you guys in many new places. Yeah, you guys have been seeing that we've been driving around in a car. Well, now we're going to be driving you guys to special places in Irkutsk city. So please just stay tuned for that. I'm in luck, Daniel. Then I have got really blue eyes. Michael's hit the lottery, the genetic lottery on the blue eyes. Yeah, guys, I'm going to make sure that you guys get to know Irkutsk. Fishing is oh man. Oh yeah. Fishing, you do have to throw back the small fish and you're not allowed to take over a certain amount of fish. Is Orthodox Russian Christian? Yes, so Russia is Orthodox Christian, yes. And you can tell because of the cross is different and the way they I don't know how you say this, persinar. I don't know how to say it in English, but they do it different, and even the ring stuff is different. No, all colored eyes are beautiful. Brown, blue, gray. Ksenia has some crazy beautiful eyes. The sign of the cross is different, guys. I'm gonna make sure that Ksenia shows you her eyes. Her eyes are spectacular. Does anybody know what color Ksenia's eyes are? Chat, go ahead and guess what color Ksenia's eyes are. And be specific. Try to describe Ksenia's color. Because her eyes are insanely beautiful. And it's not as easy as saying blue because it's not just blue. If you guys, and not sky blue, she has, of course, she has heterochromia because heterochromia, everybody who has blue eyes has heterochromia, I believe. Heterochromia is when you have two colors in your eyes. And hers are gray, diamond gray bluish, is I guess I could describe it like dark gray blue. She has like gray blue, like it's almost like the camouflage of the Arctic blue camouflage. Yeah. It's a little bit like that. And I love her eyes, man. Yeah, we'll call them Baikal blue. Exactly. We'll call her eyes Baikal blue. And hopefully she'll join us for the next live and open those eyes for you guys. But I think that they're absolutely beautiful. And if you guys have blue eyes and you come to Russia, you're not going to be special unless Chinese tourists come up to you. I have never seen so many colored eyes until I came to Russia. Nearly no one has just brown eyes. I think my eyes are probably the most common, basic eyes I've ever seen in Russia. Everybody has green, blue, a mixture of both. It's weird, man. The only other place I've ever seen so much eye colors has been Afghanistan. Afghanistan has more eye colors than Russia. In Afghanistan, they had way more variants. They had like amber, yellow, green, blue, and a mixture of both green and blue. Afghanistan has beautiful, beautiful eyes. I remember that very, very clearly. I don't think Afghanistan had one group of people that I met, like maybe 10 if I was in a group of people, where all of them had just colored wicked eyes, man. It was weird. Yeah. Yeah, it was pretty impressive. But Russia, when you come to Russia, you're going to notice, like, I lived in Germany and I used to think Germany had a lot of blonde hair, blue eyes. But Russia has a lot of blonde hair, blue eyes, red hair, blue eyes. Russia's really a lot of genetic is mostly colored eyes. Oh, nice. Cool. You have Turkmen blood. That's really rare. Not a lot of people can say they have Turkmen blood. Hell, not a lot of people know that Turkmenistan exists. Is that what you mean by Turkmen? Because, yeah, that's a really, really interesting place. Not a lot of people are coming from there. Not a lot of... hell, I don't even think I have a subscriber from Turkmenistan, if that's what you're talking about. Yeah. I'm an old believer Orthodox in Alaska? Oh my gosh, I want to interview you. Is there any way that we can get to talking? That would be a really interesting live video. People, I think, would really tune in to hear about your life as an old believer in Alaska. I really want to start doing live streams with multiple people. That's another thing that we're going to be doing when I get the PC. But guys, I want to say a big thanks to everybody. Everybody who has watched, everybody who subscribed, everybody who came in on the Russian Bear. Okay, everybody who helped out in the donations today, gave the memberships. Like, guys, you guys were amazing today. This live was another one to remember. And I want to make sure that you are on our Telegram, because that's where I'm going to put our new scheduled. We're going to do a scheduled live stream 2 a week at least. There's going to be live streams from inside the room, at least one, and one outside. That's what I'm trying to do. But I am really thankful, guys. Please, if you're a member, there should be a lot of members. Please spam. Let's see, what can we do? Can we do the Russian flag, please? Because at the end of the day, I am in Russia. Please put the Russian flag. If you're a member, spam the Russian flag on our way out. I want to see thanks so much. And gee whiz thou. I can't go now. I have to say, we have to let these roll out. Thank you so much for the donations, though. And again, thanks to everybody who supported the channel by watching, by commenting. Now we have to stay for the... Yeah, man. For all of these people, man, I really appreciate it, man. We're all here because of Russia. You're watching me because of Russia. I'm living in Russia. And I really am grateful for the position that I'm in. And thank you so much for the support. And I really appreciate the fact that you guys gave me a platform to speak tonight, and that you guys gave me a platform to make these videos when I make the long form content. We are on the road to 100,000 subscribers. I just have to beat this shadow realm that I'm in. But it doesn't matter if we get there or not. If we build this community up, I feel that this is such a fun way of interacting with you guys. And I feel that this is probably the most direct way that I can give you part of my soul. I want to share with you my last thoughts, because the Iranian Putin said it best. The Iranian Putin said that this is a more personal thing that we can do, is these live streams, and I want to share with you what I'm thinking. I have always said, once I knew that I had a Russian soul, I speak about it very highly. I say that I have a Russian soul, and I feel that with these lives, you guys can obtain a part of my soul. I can share with you my Russian soul through the lens, if that makes any sense. The things that I like, the things that I see, is what gives me my Russian soul, and I will give you a part of that every live that we do, okay? So, thank you so much, guys. I think there's no more of these alerts popping up. Please keep in contact with me through the Russian Experience Telegram. I'll see you on the next one, guys. And it should be this weekend.